This is what fans have been waiting years for. Skrillex season continues as he's just released a new album. But with the wait being so long, we gotta wonder, what if the fans did get what they want and it didn't take 9 years to come out? What would that sound like? If you haven't guessed by now, today I'm going to be opening up Ableton, doing my best to capture that nostalgic sound we all remember. So to get a better idea of what his new music sounds like, let's check out the new album and see if the 9-year wait really was worth it. Oh yeah, that's sick. Where's the drop though? Where's the drop? Not quite as heavy as I want it. Not really dubstep enough. Where are the growls? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where are the whoops? What do you mean there's a whole other album? It's just generic pop. Just generic pop. Yeah, kind of cool, but also generic. You know, it's really cool how he's featuring a lot of up-and-coming artists, like Justin Bieber. That is what I would say if I was still in 2014. So good thing he released it now, and... Wait a second. That's right, I couldn't let the Reddit echo chambers see that I was actually enjoying the album, especially if I'm making this video. Because it's clear that Sonny, I can call him that because we tight, has gone through immense personal and artistic growth. Why am I crying in the club right now? Opting to move on from the sound that made him popular and focus more on the sounds that inspire him. Even back in 2014, he's always been inspired by UK bassline, garage, dubstep, blending it with intricate drum patterns like Aphex Twin and the aggressive sound design of Noisia. Yet with the punk and emo background, it's strayed away from the traditional, which led to the high energy bro step that we got, and spawned that Skrillex hate video that every modern dubstep producer took personally. The only difference from then and now is he's more honest about his influences. So, as everyone on Reddit posts about where are the growls and epic drops, me and you, we know that they're technically still there. And out of the whole album, the song that would fit his older style the most, and because legally enough time has passed for me to flip it. But before we get into the making of the song, imagine if Fred Again and Skrillex and Flodan and Joyride and Virtual Riot and Lido and Porter Robinson were all on an album together. This sounds like a nightmare trying to release. But if you're on a platform like DistroKid, it's easy. With DistroKid's splits, you can add unlimited collaborators to any track, which means everyone gets paid. If you want to change any splits anytime, you can do that. You can add or remove collaborators at any time. If you want, you can go back in time and see any previous splits, and these are private. Oh no, but what if somebody who collabed was late to join and you needed your album to be released in the middle of your Madison Square Garden set? Don't worry, your release won't be delayed if your collaborator is slow. Instead, they'll just hold the money until they join. If the collaborator never joins, don't worry, easily cancel their invite, reallocate their money elsewhere. As always, DistroKid never takes a cut. You and your collaborators get 100% of the earnings in total, and all you need is a DistroKid account, and if you need one, you can get 7% off with my VIP link. That's down in the description. But enough of that, it's time to make this song. Let's go! I remember taking the bus to school every day with Scary Monsters and Bangarang blasting in my headphones. I would obsess over the little details while I was on my own producer journey. So it's time to go back and relive those memories. It has been like 9 years after all. So into Ableton I go. I started off by reacquainting myself with the subtleties and nuances of Skrillex's productions. Right. Everything as loud as possible. How many limiters do we need, Skrillex? Yes, and he had so many releases too. Little did I realize the breadth of Skrillex's older discography. There's so much to choose from. What would I base this reimagining off of? Holy moly. This one was with Cascade. If Rumble was written in 2012, it would sound a lot like this. I really want to do a chaotic bro step drop. With a plan in mind and armed with my sharp producer ears, I began to pick out what types of sounds I would need for this enormous endeavor. For them life. When I step into the he wouldn't go straight into the drop. He would have the longest build up, and then it would be chaotic Skrillex. C sharp minor and run for them life. When I step into the jungle, so they wouldn't group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. So when I come through, you know what I not do. I send shots for you. As I put it all together and the intro pretty much locked down, I was ready to move on to the drop. Everyone tends to gravitate towards those big growls, but Skrillex's real staying power comes from his drums. So I made sure to pay extra attention to making those. Therefore, that's what I'm trying to do. Yes! Hey, yo, listen, yeah, that. Oh my god, this is gonna be so funny. And the iconic 200 hertz snare bump. W viewer for real. It is in the jungle. With the drums in place, the next obvious addition is the thing that you're probably here for. The epic growl sound design. It's another one. This is where the drop happens. This is gonna be so scuffed right now. Do not worry about what is on this rack. Oh god. Wait, surely. I forgot how to use this thing. Oh, we're so close. It's on the rack. Honestly, I have no idea. All right, we're Skrillex now. It's about getting this curve right here. There it is. We got it, chat. Now that that's in place, it's a lot easier than I expected, so it should be smooth sailing from here, right? Brimming with confidence, I opened up Serum, ready to create some epic bro step noise. Oh, yes! Oh my god! Okay, didn't turn out as expected. And you know, I could take more time, spend hours on these dials and get everything sounding perfect. But with everybody already trying to sound like Skrillex, you gotta remember there's a producer out there who's already put that time in. And because I have more important things to do. One enemy remaining. Oh my god! All right, I'm cheating now. Literally that. Just literally layer that with this, honestly. Easy mode. Maybe not. This, and then we'll frickin' overdrive it. How many overdrives, Ash? 2, 3, 4! I love it. And with that, the majority of the sounds are mapped out. The drums are hitting, the growls are great, we even got the triplets in there. Yet, playing it back... Okay, it's too much. Okay. There's too many things bugging me right now. Despite my efforts and my confidence, I hit the wall. See, I've assembled all the parts that technically make Skrillex, but something feels off. It feels empty. Because listening back to the new album, he stripped away all of that loudness and anger. How is it that Skrillex can make his new stuff feel so full and alive despite this more minimal direction? But with that change comes that classic music paradox. Don't change enough and people call you boring, but change too much and people say it's not the artist that they know and remember. I mean, especially now, 2023, where websites like Reddit or even content creators like me have the potential to influence your perception of the music that you enjoy. And then when people start claiming that they have controversial opinions, it gets even worse. Words like sellout or cash grab start getting thrown around and the cringe begins to accumulate. But the truth is, artists need to grow and change. Take Dylan Francis, one of Skrillex's oldest friends. He said it here. You're a lame person who is stuck in the past. I made this song 5 years ago. And to expect an artist to keep making the same style of music forever is freaking dumb and would be detrimental to my career. So what's the point of even making this? Yeah, it's a fun experiment. and panders to some of the most basic opinions on Skrillex's new music, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm guilty of stifling my own growth by being blissfully ignorant and relying on nostalgia as well. Not to mention the toxicity that accompanies it. Even on this channel, every time I click upload, I'm constantly filled with anxiety, plagued with thoughts of, oh my gosh, is this video even gonna do well? What if nobody watches? What if nobody agrees with me? What if the song I make sucks? But as I continue to do my own thing, stay in my own lane, somehow there's already 18,000 of you. Holy crap. Validation much? It's funny because I know someday in the future, I'll probably look back on this moment in nostalgia, remembering how this grind will eventually have the same careless vibes of those peak 2015 raves where Jack U ruled the world. Even for just a little bit. It's fun to remember the past, but it's important not to dwell on it. So I'm gonna do my best for you to be more present. Focus on growth instead of nostalgia, just like Skrillex did. And once we achieve that, that's what's gonna fill the empty space in this song. Whoa, we got way too deep there. This is not deep dubstep, this is bro step. The truth is 12 OTTs into a multi-band compressor, 3 gain stages into mid-side EQ on the limiter master, and it sounds right.
Run for the mic. When I step into the jungle, say they wanna group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the Killers in the Killers in the Killers in the jungle, 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 yeah, that shots get fired in the walls, right? And that's like gorillas and enemies. Nothing ain't crisp when it end up in the jungle. Yo, listen, yeah, that killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, yeah, that